Hi, this segment is on being a witness. So as Quakers, we take on being a minister and tending the inward life, and then being a steward, where we tend our outward lives and reflect our inward experience in that outward life, and as witnesses, where we tend our public lives. So Quaker practice is not just a practice of individual enlightenment. It's actually a practice of spiritual growth in relationship with other people in the natural world, and the bringing that brings us into the beloved community and religious society. And so being a witness is a really important part of our work and our responsibilities as a Quaker. But it takes on many different aspects. One is that our lives speak. If we are good ministers and stewards, it really shapes our lives, who we are, the way we carry ourselves, our homes, how we interact, what we do. We become a peculiar people. We've been called that from the beginning, and real Quaker practice tends to make us somewhat peculiar, and that does get attention of other people, and it is a witness that others see. We also testify in our monthly meeting. We testify to our community on the spiritual insights and guidance that we've received. And we do season our testimony with spiritual companions first. But if it holds up through many tests of discernment, then we bring it to our monthly meeting and testify to the meeting. And this also opens up the experiment with our lives, our spiritual experiment, to others, so they can see that work that we're doing. And in that, we become a witness within our meeting communities. And then another aspect of being a witness is that others start to turn to us. They see that spiritual growth and see us making our spiritual lives and discernment accessible to others. And they call on us. Can you look at this for me? Is it your sense that this is loving and true and right and just? Because they've come to know us as reliable witnesses for them. And then we testify also within the larger community and society. It's really about the spirit in human affairs, because it's not just a private religious practice, but for us it's a public religious practice. We don't take sides, but we come at any public affair with a sense of where is the spirit? How do we organize our public affairs in accord with the spirit? And so we tend to be witnesses within the larger society. Also, a final aspect of us being witnesses is that part of the test of discernment is to be able to write, to express, to articulate the insights and the guidance that we're given, but also to invest that in the beloved community and the religious society over space and over time and generations. And so we record our revelation, continuing revelation, in writing, in artwork, in music, in curriculum, in law, in court record. We friends believe in law-ordered society and following the law. But when that law violates the spirit, violates love and conscience, then we feel an obligation to put into public record that we do not find that true, and we will not give our allegiance to that above the spirit. So in New York state law, especially laws around marriage or relationships and stuff, it says, under the law in New York state, you do this, this, and this, except for the Quakers who do this. And under the law, you do this, this, and this, except for the Quakers who do this. That Quakers felt it was really very important to enter the way we approach public life into law. And so both the unearned sufferings and the developmental advantages that come as a result of this incredible practice that we have give us both obligations and opportunities to witness to our faith and to how to live in accord with the Spirit in human life and human affairs, within our own communities and within the larger society.